Hi everyone. Sorry we missed last week. As you obviously know, this is a strange time. So I'd like to spend the next several sessions working on a part of the form. Remember that the classics remind us that Tai Chi is like a great river rolling on unceasingly. Yet in order to study Tai Chi, we have to sort of break it into parts. It's what we've referred to in the past as stop sign Tai Chi, where there's like 8 corners, but you can draw a circle around. And in Tai Chi, you want to be sure that you hit each one of those spots. And you can even stop in any one of them and relax more and correct your posture. So a lot of our practices end up being standing postures. But it's all part of one complete circle. I want to work on the part of the form referred to as single whip, going from push to single whip. And doing stop sign Tai Chi, we can break it into 8 pieces, but please remember that's not Tai Chi, it's just the corners that we're going to work on. The other piece of working on single whip is that it's a real test of our capacity to achieve shoulder width, shoulder distance. So what I want to do is I'll just show you the piece quickly from 2 different directions, and then we'll break it into parts. Today we're going to work on the first part, but before we do that, let's look at the whole thing. So I'll put my weight over here, turn this foot out, weight in here, step forward, no weight, shift my weight, settle down, push. Okay. And it's going to start, I'm going to sit back and turn, I'm going to sit back and turn, and then I'm going to step all the way around to single whip. Now I'm going to do it from a different direction. Okay, start with push, sit back and turn, sit back and turn, step out, single whip. Now, I usually tell people who ask me about studying the second section that I don't advise it unless you can actually do this posture. Because as opposed to many of the postures in the first section, we have a 90-degree turn. We will get to talking more about that next session. For now, however, I want to set it up with 3 lanes, and we're going to use the floorboards. So here's a floorboard, here's a floorboard, here's a floorboard. It's like railroad tracks, 3 tracks. There's this middle one, there's this one, and there's this one. Notice that in this sequence, I'm going to start with my heel on this floorboard, my foot on this floorboard. Remember the foot goes out, but the heel is on that floorboard. So I'm going to start here, and notice that the 90-degree turn is going to mean I have to step all the way out to this floorboard, no weight. Single whip. So, okay, we're going to only work on the first part of that. I like to think of postures and the form as a vessel within which to practice the principles. So we're going to take a look at the beginning of this, and we're going to start from push, which is sitting into right, turn left out, step forward, and you see that I'm on the 2 floorboards that we were talking about. First thing is pretend someone's holding on to your fingers. And just sit down into your back leg, but leave your fingers where they were. We're going to call that 1 for the sake of stop sign Tai Chi. Now, the 2 hands and the foot are going to move to that wall, but only as far as I can, because if I turn the upper body more, the length of my arms change. We don't want that. So we have 1, 2. So it's sit back and turn. Now we're going to do sit back and turn. So, just like in the bear, sit back and turn, sit back and turn. In single whip, sit back and turn, sit back and turn. So we're going to work on taking 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to turn that into 1, 2. We could even turn it into 1. But we have to hit all of those spots. Now, when you do come to this final position, this hand is by this hip. These hands, all fingers touch the thumb, and it's like a tea bag over a saucer. So I'm here. And then next week, we will work on that. See you next time.